Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kip Jackson. Today we're going to talk about the fact that I just shot a short film with this right here, and here's some feedback and lessons that I learned that could really help you out. This is going to be a gear related video and really a creative technical preparation style video. So if you like any of that, subscribe to the channel. If you've already been here, giveaway at 5K subscribers. So comment below to be entered in that giveaway. I'm out of breath because I just ran up these stairs that I get to my studio, but let me take a sip of water. Sponsored by Track Club. And let's get into the video. My biggest take from shooting this film is having an efficient rig. And that's where Zacuto comes in because it's super efficient. You know, this is a VCT plate here on the bottom that unhooks very easily. I'm gonna just do it real quick in front of you so you can see my rig come right off and be able to go on my shoulder. Boom. On my shoulder just like that. Right to a tripod look. We're just shoving it in right there. Clicks. That literally took maybe, 10 seconds. Having a rig like this, super cool because you can take it off, maybe put it on the gimbal if you need. Top handle a little heavy, but yeah. Having a rig like this really helps me remain creative and not focus so much on the gear and really on the story and the picture that I'm trying to get forth to the viewer. Gimbals, I'm really trying to get away from gimbals and really go with that handheld shoulder type of look unless I'm running, super fast. But having this on this Zacuto shoulder rig was more than enough. I didn't really use this Tamron lens that you're seeing here that's just on there. I had on there a Tokina Vista Prime and a Helios 44-2 throughout the day. My second tip is going to be communication before, during, and after. Now, communication, whether it be the gear that you use, how long the days are going to be, the temperature that your gear is going to be stored in, just every step of the process, please be communicating with every member of the team. Therefore, nothing feels overworked on your end or overworked on their end, and you both feel really happy with the synergy that's going on at that moment. Particularly with this shoot, there was a lot that fell onto my shoulders, and I don't want this to really affect you guys in your development process as cinematographers. Maybe a lot fell on your shoulders when you were coming up in the industry, but I really don't want that to happen to you guys. So delegate, don't take too much on. Like for this one film, I was the sound designer, I was the director of photography, editor, colorist. Like there was just so much that fell on my shoulders, so it felt like I wasn't really being creative and just getting it done. So really try to delegate when it comes to massive projects. And again, start small. Like on my channel, start somewhere is the motto. So, I had the GoPro in my hand, really focusing on the story. Now I'm getting a little bit more complicated, a little bit more team with the FX6, which is a great camera for having a team thing there. But yeah, definitely learn how to delegate. 3, audio. Audio. The top handle for the Sony, did not use it adequately in this shoot. Didn't even really use the XLR ports that it has built into the camera, which I will definitely use in the coming weeks, months, and years when I'm using this camera. But yeah, I had the Tascam Porta Capture, which is out of frame right now, and I was just doing too much with the syncing the audio, and I felt like I was spending, hours and hours on end syncing clips in the editing process when I should have been focusing on the story. So have a system in place where you're capturing crisp visuals and really reliable audio, and figure that out beforehand using that communication to get the best job possible. 4, my favorite thing shooting with the FX6 has to be the adaptability and the just smallness of this package. You're able to just do so much with your day with just this camera. Like you're able to add a V-mount battery, which makes it last super long throughout the day. It doesn't overheat because it has a fan. The variable ND, the 2 native ISOs at 800 and 12,800 are just awesome when it comes to this camera. You don't really have to do too much when it comes to lighting, unless you're trying to send that type of moody or you have a predicated colorist thing that you're going with beforehand. Having this with me, people took me more seriously. Like people were like, oh wow, that's serious. Like he must know what he's doing. And that shouldn't be the case, but it really was. Having the Tokina Vista Primes and the FX6 is like a $15,000, $16,000 package. And having that, yes, you are going to get taken more seriously, but yeah, you got to know and have the knowledge and the composition, all the things that are going on in here to back this up. And knowing how to use your gear, practicing with it is probably my biggest advice of this entire video. And I know I keep saying biggest advice to this, biggest advice to that, but practice with your gear, either taking it apart, putting it together, moving around with it, assembling it, disassembling it, like I just said. But doing that will help you tenfold when you get to a shoot. Like I was sitting there trying to figure out how to get this PL mount to the E mount converter, and that took me, I want to say like 8 or 10 minutes one time, and that the sun is setting, people's times are getting wasted, the sound crew and everything is, getting held up because you aren't efficient with using your gear. Another good thing about this shoulder rig is that it really provides that movement. And here's another one of my tips: add movement and shot variety into each one of your projects. Having this up on my shoulder and moving with the subjects really invited the viewers into each shot and gets the story that I wanted to and the feeling that I wanted to across in the video. Looking back at a lot of these shots with the FX6, I do need to get better at setting the exposure and learning that exposure triangle in every aspect of the way, and paying more attention to set design and overall image quality. After using this on a film for, 3 or 4 days, would I recommend the FX6 to anyone out there trying to, increase their cinematography? 150% yes. Like, it is still in 2023, even 2024, 25, 26, gonna be an awesome camera. I think that anyone looking to get into the Sony market should start a little lower, get an FX30, then an FX3, and then work your way up to this, because really the only difference between this and the FX3 is it doesn't have IBIS, no in-body stabilization, but it has the variable ND and all these extra ports that allow you to work with bigger teams. Now, as I grow as a filmmaker, I'm only gonna recommend to you guys the best gear that I've used, the gear that makes me the most efficient, and the Sony FX6 kept me efficient. It was able to keep me really on task and able to focus on being creative and getting the shots that we needed to get for that picture. Also, the Zacuto shoulder rig, really good, really efficient when it comes to producing what you need to produce. I was able to take it apart fairly quickly and throw my camera on a gimbal within less than 2 minutes, which is clutch when you're considering that you're paying for people's time there. The FX6 and all the cameras, the drones and stuff that I have now are fairly new to me, so they do keep me inspired, and I recommend that you get a piece of gear that inspires you to, get out there and get creative and just do your thing. Thank you guys for watching. Much more to come on my channel. Again, I hope these points can really help you guys and girls out there as cinematographers, or just as creatives, or just even as someone pursuing your dreams, to just do it and be methodical about it. Really own your creativity, really own your mission there, or else you're gonna fall apart and not really do well in this field. And on that point, start somewhere is the motto. I really recommend the FX6 and the Zacuto shoulder rig. Audio recommendations coming very, very soon. It's your boy Kip Jackson. Peace. Subscribe and try this out. Also, if you're interested in any of this stuff, the links are below. So clickety click, 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 click.